14. 18 minus 14 is equal to, sorry, this is supposed to be 21. Why did I write 14? I'm sorry, guys. Let me make sure I erase that with white out because that one is not erasable. So I have 21 right here. Okay, so I have 2 and 14, 21s as my final answer. Okay, now for problem G, I have 15 7/8 minus 5 and 3/4. First thing I'm going to do is subtract my whole numbers, 15 and 5. 15 minus 5 is equal to 10. And now I'm going to look for the common denominators for 8 and for 4. And when I look for my common denominators for 8 and 4, look, I have 8 and 16. 8 and 4 really have a lot of similar common denominators. But I want to use the smallest one because it's easier to work with. So I'm going to choose 8. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So now I'm going to solve. 7/8 minus 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. And now I'm subtracting. 7 minus 6 is equal to 1. My denominator is 8. But hey, don't forget that you have a 10 right here. So bring that 10 right over. So my final answer is 10 and 1/8, okay? Now for problem H, we have 15 and 5/8 minus 3 and 1/3. First thing I'm going to do is I'm subtracting my whole numbers, 15 minus 3. 15 minus 3 is going to give me 12, and then I need to find my common denominators for 5/8, or for 8 and for 3. When I looked for my multiples of 8 and 3, I noticed that it is 24. So I'm going to make sure I multiply 8 times 3 to get 24 and 3 times 8 to get 24 as well. So now I have 12 minus 3 times 5, which is equal to 15, and 3 times 8, which is equal to 24, minus 1 times 8, which is equal to 8, and 3 times 8, which is equal to 24. Okay? Now I'm subtracting. What is 15 minus 8? 15 minus 8 is equal to 7, and my denominator is 24. And my whole number stays the same. That 12, you bring it right over. So my final answer is 12 and 7/24. Okay, make sure you turn the page. We are on the next page. This is page 62. For page 62, I'm going to read the question out loud for you. It says right here, Sandy ate 1/6 of a candy bar. John ate 3/4 of it. How much more of the candy bar did John eat than Sandy? So I noticed there's 1/6 and 3/4. I need to subtract those numbers in order to find the answer. So I'm subtracting 3/4 minus 1/6 because 3/4 is larger than 1/6. That's why I'm using 3/4. Now I need to find the common denominator for 4 and 6. And when I looked for the common denominator, I noticed that 12 is the common multiple. So I'm multiplying times 2 because 6 times 2 is 12. And over here, 3 times 4 is 12. So I'm multiplying 3 and 3. Now I'm going to solve. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. And 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 4 is 12. And 6 times 2 is 12. 9 minus 2 is equal to 7. So I get 7/12 because I bring the denominator right over. So John ate 7/12 of the candy bar than Sandy. For question number 3, it says here 4 and 1/12 yards of cloth are needed to make a woman's dress. 2 and 2/7 yards of cloth are needed to make a girl's dress. How much more cloth is needed to make a woman's dress than a girl's dress? So again, I am subtracting these two numbers, 4 and 1/12 minus 2 and 2/7. We know that 4 is bigger than 2. So that's why 4 and 1/2 is first, minus 2 and 2/7. Now I need to subtract my whole numbers, 4 and 2 first. 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. And I found my common denominators for 7 and 2, which is 14. So I'm multiplying 2 times 7 to get 14. So that's what I did here. 2 times 7, 2 times, and multiplying times 7 over here. 7 times 2 is equal to 14. So now I have 2 minus, I brought that 2 right down, minus 7 because 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 2 times 2 is 4. And 7 times 2 is 14. So now I can subtract. 2 minus 7 is equal to 3. and my denominator is equal to 14. I bring my whole number right over the 2. So to make a woman's dress, 2 and 3/14 yards more cloth is needed than a girl's dress. Number 4. Bill reads 1/5 of a book on Monday. He reads 2/3 of the book on Tuesday. If he finishes reading the book on Wednesday, what fraction of the book did he read on Wednesday? For this problem, I drew a tape diagram right here. I have 1/5, 2/3, and I'm figuring out what is Wednesday. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1/5 plus 2/3 first together. Now, I need to find the common multiple for 5 and for 3, and that is going to be 15. So I multiplied 5 times 3 to get 15, and on this side I multiplied 3 times 5 to get 15. So now 3 times 1 is equal to 3, and 3 times 5 is 15. 2 times 5 is 10, and 3 times 5 is 15. Now I'm going to add the numbers together because I have the same like units on the bottom. 3 plus 10 is equal to 13, and my denominator is 15. So I'm not quite done yet because I need to subtract the entirety of it. So one whole minus 13/15. So to find, I need to have the common denominator 15 and 1, which is 15. So I multiplied 1 times 15 and 1 times 15. 1 times 15 is 15. 1 times 15 is 15. I subtract 13/15. 15 minus 13 is equal to 2, and my denominator is 15. So he read 2/15 of the book on Wednesday. Now for problem 5, I have tank A has a capacity of 9.5 gallons. 6 1/3 gallons of the tank's water are poured out. How many gallons of water are left in the tank? So to figure out how to answer this question is, I have 9.5. Now what does 9.5 mean? 9.5 means that you are in between 9 and 10. You're halfway there. So 9.5 basically means 9 and a half. So that's what I wrote down here, 9 and a half minus 6 1/3. So first I'm going to subtract my whole numbers, 9 minus 6, which is equal to 3, and then I'm bringing down my fractions 1/2 and 1/3, okay? Now the common denominator for 3 and for 2 is going to be 6. So I multiplied 2 times 3, which is equal to 6, and 3 times 2, which is also equal to 6. So now I have 3 minus 3, 6 minus 2, 6. So 3 minus 2 is equal to 1, and my denominator is 6. Bring down your 3, so my final answer is 3 1/6. There is 3 1/6 gallons remaining in the tank. And that is all for today.